everybody, Tyler Rominger here from Ministry Designs. Hey, a couple of, I guess it was last year around this time, we produced a pretty exhaustive list of some of the best church websites. And so what I want to do this year is I want to take a little bit of a deeper dive into what makes those websites great. So what we've done is we're going to go ahead and do an over-the-shoulder look at some of the websites, some of the design aspects, some of the technical aspects of those websites. And hopefully this will give you an idea of some of the concepts and some of the strategy that you can leverage to make your church website a little bit better. So today we're looking at scottsdalebible.com, and just going to do a kind of a quick run through of the homepage. They've done a phenomenal job with their graphics are beautiful, their branding and colors are consistent. I love the way that they've built their menu. They're obviously a larger church, and so they have a lot going on. Looks like 2 campuses, and this is a really well done navigation. Typically I like to see navigations a little shorter, a little more condensed, but a lot of times when you have a larger church, you don't really have a choice. And so it gives a little intro here, kind of a quick subject heading, and then you can kind of dive in to find specifically what you want. Everything is organized phenomenally. There's no reason you can't find what you're looking for on this website. It makes it super easy to get the information that you're trying to find. So as we scroll down a little bit, I like some of the this background texture. You can find these all over the internet. It adds a little something to your website. A lot of times we're seeing a lot of white space. The minimalist design thing is still really big. But I think when you add a texture to the background of your website, it helps give you a little bit of distinctive compared to what everybody else is doing with all of those white backgrounds. So we'll continue to scroll down here. Obviously this is thought through, right? The majority of people that are coming to your website are going to want to find or kind of get a snippet of what you've got going on at your church, so you can do that here. And then if they like that, it's really simple to find what the upcoming series is going to be about. Scroll down, news and stories. This is wonderful because it highlights what's happening in your church right now. Makes it really easy for people to find. I love these little icons. Again, upcoming events. This is really well done. Let's go ahead and take a look. Let me highlight this section real quick. So this is, subscribe to our weekly newsletter. So in the digital communications or digital marketing space, there's a tactic, and I'm sure you're all familiar with it. I'm sure everybody that's watching this video has downloaded one. It's called a lead magnet. And basically what that does is it gives you the opportunity to exchange something of value for somebody's email address. And so although a newsletter is valuable to most people, somebody that's visiting your site may or may not be concerned about what's going on in the newsletter because they feel like they may be able to find the information that they're looking for on your website. So if I had a recommendation for the folks at Scottsdale, I'd try to find something that would be of value to people visiting their website for the first time, and maybe revamp this section a little bit, but it's still predominant. It's well placed. It gets to the point, hey, we want to continue to communicate to you. We're going to go ahead and send you our weekly updates, and let's go ahead and get to know each other here. I love that they have the map, easy to find, easy to navigate. They know based on these 2 locations specifically where their campuses are. So that's well done as well. And it makes it super easy for you to contact them with their phone number here, their address, and their social icons there. So the homepage is well done. Again, the navigation is phenomenal. Very easy to understand, very easy to find what you're looking for. As far as the overall layout goes, there really is not a lot of critiquing that needs to be done here. I think that it is a well-designed up-to-date, relevant site. So what I want to do is I want to jump into some of the technical aspect of the site and see how they've done on some of their marketing components and some of their the technical on-page things that make a site really great. So one thing that I've noticed is they could add a favicon here. This would, the majority of websites have one. This is going to be a placeholder. It's going to be an identifier. Most likely it's going to be their logo. Really super easy to add, and it should probably be included. Let's see. I also noticed that there's no SSL certificate. Now, the reality is an SSL certificate stands for Secure Socket Layer, and basically what that is it's an additional layer of security for your website. The reason that they're becoming more and more important is because the search engines are, when the search engine identifies a site as secured by an SSL certificate, it's going to show it favoritism. So your search engine rankings will increase when your site is covered with an SSL. So let's jump over to a website called GTmetrix. It's gtmetrix.com. Basically what this is a site speed audit, right? So you type your URL in there and it will audit the load speeds of your site. And it looks like, probably because their site's so large, that they could have done a little bit of a better job here. We want to see these load speeds on the very high end, 3 seconds, 4 seconds. And then on the low side, as quickly as 1 second. It's most likely that they're using a content management system and wasn't fully optimized for load speeds. So, we can get into some of the technical aspects here, but I don't want to waste a lot of time on that. What's important is that we see good grades here, A's and B's. You do that by working through their suggestions down here, and then obviously decrease the load speed of the website. So I use a tool for search engine optimization audits and things like that called SEMrush, and they've got a phenomenal amount of traffic going to their website, and looks like it's about 8,200 visitors per month, which is wonderful. It looks like they're ranking for about 3,000 key terms, and if they were to buy that traffic, it would actually cost them about $18,000 a month. So one thing that I did notice is there's Stephen Ministry. So in their specific location, or in their general vicinity, there's 4,400 searches per month for that specific term, and it looks like they're ranking about 11th on the search engines, which is the top rank on the second page. So if I can make a recommendation for this church, I would say, hey, let's put some emphasis, create some content around the Stephen Ministry, and really try to optimize that particular page, because it's going to increase the ranking. Maybe shoot some videos and point some YouTube links back to that page. Really kind of increase the load speeds of that particular page, because what it's going to do is it's going to give you the opportunity to grab another 4,000 visitors per month to your website. Google has a wonderful mobile-ready tool. Looks like their site is optimized perfectly for mobile, so that's wonderful. So a tool that I use for on-page SEO or on-page development or optimization in general is a tool called ClickXGrader. That's a phenomenal tool. It comes with a whole suite of digital marketing insights. One of the more powerful things that they do is it's called their website grader. And what it does is it gives you a detailed report of everything that they've got going on with their digital marketing side of things. So if we take a quick look, they've got their landing page, the title tags are well placed. It's 70 characters or less, which is exactly what it's supposed to be. The reason for that is because that's what the search engines will display. We've got The description tag is well done. It's under 150 characters, which is what we're looking for. Links and images. There are 14 images on the page. There are 86 internal links to individual pages, so these are all good things. Again, this audit brought to the attention the SSL certificate, which again is a simple thing to add. Wonderful socials, so it looks like they're doing pretty good. They're not doing any pay-per-click, which is fine. Something that they could leverage, however, is the Google Ad Grants, which would then allow them to drive up to $10,000 in free traffic to their website on a monthly basis. This report here is similar to what we've got at GT Metrics. They could do some things with leveraging their browser cache to increase their load speeds, reduce the server response time, minify the CSS, minify the HTML. This will all increase those load speeds. But I want to bring you back to the report at SEMrush. The reason that we want to do these things is because not only does it help you eliminate your bounce rate, so the quicker your site loads, somebody's going to stay on there significantly longer, but it also helps in the search engines. And so it looks like they're already doing a pretty good job in the search engines with some of their rankings and some of their terms and things like that. So the only thing that I would recommend, or the reason why I would recommend increasing those load speeds, is because it's going to help with traffic retention. So I'll jump right back over here to the site. This is a little tool here that I have that tells me when I'm being pixeled by Facebook, or and I noticed they're not doing any pixeling, and so they've got a tremendous amount of traffic coming to their website, but it doesn't look like they're doing anything to follow up with that, the traffic that's coming there. So if I can make a recommendation, add a Facebook pixel. Even if you're not running ads to these individuals, you can still pixel them, and up to 6 months later, if you want to target a specific group of people or the people that have been visiting your website, it gives you that opportunity. It's highly targeted advertising because it's people that already know who you are, they've already been on your site, and it would be advantageous for you to be able to do that and ultimately grow your reach. So that's just my quick evaluation of Scottsdale Bible. Overall, it's a phenomenal site. They've done a wonderful job. The design is beautiful. Again, just a couple of tweaks: increase those load speeds, maybe get an SSL certificate on the site, add a favcon, and possibly do some Facebook pixeling. Hope this video is valuable. Again, I'm Tyler Rominger from Ministry Designs. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're planning to produce these videos pretty consistently. What we want to do is we want to educate the church as a whole on what to do and when to do it as it relates to your church website. Thanks, and have a great day.